All right, my beautiful friends, here we go. It is Friday, still March 6th, 2020. And again, I have so much to talk to you about. Some of this I covered a few days ago, but now it is coming to light, and we need to go over it. So let's talk about this market today. We'll talk about the stock market first. An incredible surge of buying the last hour. The the Dow Jones Industrial Average put on 600 points in the last hour. I mean, we finished in the negative across the board. Stocks are down across the board. But that surge of buying was truly eye-popping. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching CNBC, and they're looking at each other going, whoa. Plunge protection team, that was even mentioned. It's incredible. They know this exists. It's real. Woodrow is a real thing. But again, look, yeah, stocks fell today. We were down 900 points at one time today. The Dow finished down around 270, I believe. But the story is, again, the cratering yield curve. We hit new record lows with regard to the 10-year yield and the 30. The entire yield curve is cratering. Now let me explain this to you very clearly. The only reason why stocks did not lose, say, 2,000 points today is something I've been alluding to over the past several days. These rumors, and I share everything I hear with you, were true. There is going to be, it's already getting talked about, industry bailouts, public bailouts, and backdoor bailouts for industries. I mean, the airlines they're already talking about airlines, travel industries, any industry that's been hurt by the coronavirus. Everything is because of the coronavirus. Not only are they talking about bailouts for industries, also energy. They're talking about bailouts for energy, people. Crude oil is getting walloped. The energy sector is down about 30% this year alone. It's a crash. It's crashing. So again, they're going to suck that capital from you. The Fed is going to provide it. Again, they are the lenders and buyers of last resort, but you remain the borrower. Here's the next phase here. And again, this isn't just me, and please do your own research on these things. The banks are going to be recapitalized again. It's a bailout. They use these terms. We're going to recapitalize the banks. The banks are demanding more capital. I mean, look at the repo market. I think they pumped about 90 billion into the repo market today. So again, you got to listen to what they're saying, but what's the real meaning behind it? The banks are going to be recapitalized. You're providing the capital. You are. It's on your back, all this debt. Let me explain this to you again as well, too. The American people should be up in arms. Up in arms that we, the people who have been told that our economy is booming, our economy is the best that it's ever been, are now, after just a couple of weeks of this, being told that we have to bail out industries, tax breaks for these industries. You've got to be kidding me. People, it comes from you. Don't you get it? Look, the vast majority of people don't have the slightest clue. And that's all by design. They've been lied to upside down, backwards, and sideways. And Larry Kudlow today said, no recession is coming, so you don't have to worry about it. He said the same thing during the last meltdown. He said, quote, there is no way, those were his words, no way that we were going into recession. This was the Great Recession that Larry Kudlow, the advisor to the president, missed completely and absolutely. The man is missing something right up here in a big way. You cannot believe a syllable a sound, an utterance that comes out of his mouth. Neither can you believe a sound, an utterance, a syllable, a fraction of a word from the President of the United States, who's obviously been lying to you upside down, backwards and sideways. We're booming. Best we've ever been. You got to be kidding. You can't make this up. It's impossible to do. And now the American people are going to be bailing out entire industries. The American people are going to be recapitalizing the banks. Again, this is why this market did not peel off 2,000 points today, because it's on you. It is on you again. Again. And it's always going to be that way. People, look, America is dying. Our country is dying. And no one wants to save her. It really brings a tear to my eye. It makes me want to cry. It really does. No one cares. No one gives a damn, because they've been so programmed, so indoctrinated. People today, because of the mainstream media, the lies, the propaganda, they're willing to accept it. That right there tells you that we're completely done. And we are in a downward spiral, a tailspin. They have no will of their own. They do not. They're told what to do, what to think, how to act by the media, by their politicians. And they just, like I said yesterday, led by the hand to the slaughter here. And it's not going to change. People think I'm joking when I say that we need a revolution. We need a second revolution in this country. We're not going to get one, because the people are zombies. The zombie apocalypse is real. Understand that you and me, we are a very rare breed, able to see through this, able to think outside the box. We are not programmed. Some people are very easy to manipulate, very easy to control, make them afraid of something, and that's it. They're done. They get paralyzed. They freeze like a deer in the headlights. But people like you and I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it's divine, but we're able to see things for what they are, and it is an extremely rare quality. And the masses are going to bring us down with them. They're going to bring us down with them. And again, it's all by design from the get-go. The indoctrination, the programming, the look here, the don't look here, the massive wealth transfer that is already in effect here. Look, in no way, shape, or form are we out of the woods here. We have crude oil cratering, okay? Again, energy is crashing. The entire energy sector is crashing. I would call 30% a crash since the beginning of the year. The financial sector is crashing. Henceforth, why? They're going to be recapitalized. Bailed out. That's what it means. When you hear that, they're getting bailed out again. And again, entire industries are going to be given capital or tax breaks, incentives, whatever it might be. Stimulus, that's all the stuff that I'm talking about. Please research it for yourself. Say, is Greg right? Are they talking about stimulus? Are they talking about bailouts? Are they talking about bank recapitalization? It's all there. And I told you about this a few days ago, before it was actually even being announced on the media outlets, people. I talk to everybody. I really do. So maybe I got a little inside info into what's going to happen before it does. I do not pull this stuff out of a hat. I don't do it. And every single thing that I say, I urge you to do your own research. Is Greg right? Is Greg telling you the truth, or is Greg lying to you? Anyway, so people, look, what we can expect moving forward is very, very simple. Bailouts, public bailouts for industries, you're paying for it. Recapitalization of the banks, you're paying for it. And a massive expansion of the debt. You're paying for it. It's on your back, your children's back. It's being sucked from the future. The lies and the propaganda are going to hit a fever pitch yet again. And that's all we've been hearing. Lies, propaganda, falsehoods. And you know what I've been telling you lately? Lies, falsehoods, and propaganda, they come from the dark, okay? This channel is about being brought out into the light, being able to see things for what they are. And again, count yourself among a very rare breed. If you have the ability to see what's in your face. People cannot see what is in their face in this environment. It's some kind of a freaky blunting of the intellect. People can't use their own intellect. They have to be told what to do, told where to look, told what to be afraid of. Don't you understand that? I think you do. It's some kind of a twisted scheme to take over the minds of people. They're taking over the minds of the masses on an epic scale. And people are going to sit there and do nothing. It's designed to be this way. It always is the same. The distractions, the deflections, but again, those of us who again have the ability to see the light, it's going to really get under our skin and bother us as the masses bring us down. We can't have a revolution in this country. There's not enough of us. There's not enough by a long shot. We'll be squashed like bugs. And that is the shame of it all. They got it covered from every angle. The Federal Reserve with their black ops, the government with their black ops, the propaganda ministry, the brainwashing, the mainstream media. Disconnect yourself from all of the mainstream media. Get out of it. And again, use your own intellect. If you're following an individual, an alternative news source, even me, and you say, this guy is totally wrong, my intellect is telling me that this guy, this girl is misleading me, and I'm just not going to watch them anymore. If you feel that way about me, please stop watching. And I'm not being snarky here. If I'm not connecting with you, if you're not able to understand what I'm saying and I'm outlining all these things, these are happening in real time. And I want you to verify what I'm telling you. But if you think that I am some kind of a freak and I'm not telling you the right thing, well, then obviously, we're not connecting, and that's fine. I'm not going to connect with everyone. That's the truth. But for the most part, just gauging from the speed at which my channel is growing, the fact that I have over 1,000 emails over the last couple of days, that's another thing, people. I want to bring it out here. If you've written to me and I don't write back, it's impossible. It is impossible for me to do. Forgive me. There's no possible way. I would need to hire a team of secretaries just to cut through my emails alone. Can't happen. But I try to interact with you through these video blogs. I post all day on Facebook, on Twitter, LinkedIn not so much anymore, on my chat room, in my website, traderschoice.net. People, on my website, let me just give you a heads up here. Everything you need is right there. You got charts all over the place. You got the smartest people, sincerely, that you'd want to talk to in my chat room. Again, it's free on my website, traderschoice.net. All kinds of free things for you. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of these things. All right, look, so in summary here, we have a yield curve that is cratering. It is the biggest sign that we have humongous problems coming. But the promise of public bailouts, industry-wide recapitalization of the bank, getting sucked right from you, did prevent this market from peeling off thousands of points today. You think that miraculous 600-point surge in the Dow Jones Industrial Average at the end of the day was regular guys and girls like you and me. No, this is industries. I'm sorry. This is the hedge fund. This is the banks. This is the New York Fed. Woodrow. Hashtag Woodrow. This is Steve Mnuchin. The banks are going to be recapitalized. Why? Because they're going to be told to buy the market just like last time. Just like last time. Well, if that's what they're going to do with this capital, the banks are going to be given this cash to do what they did today. Buy the market. Prop up the stock market. It's all in an attempt to keep you off balance, to keep you distracted from the free fall economy. Again, it's very sad. My heart goes out to these people. Behind my house over here is a huge area, a big field. It's again turning into a Hooverville. There are Hoovervilles all over Las Vegas, where I live. Any of you who live out here will attest to that. Homeless people on every corner. This is going on all over the country. And we are, despite the fact that Larry Kudlow said today, again, we're not going into recession. There's no way. Same words that he used during the meltdown. During the last meltdown, there's no way. We're really there now, but you can't know that. You can't understand the economy in free fall. You must believe that we are booming. But again, we need quantitative easing, President's words. We need negative rates, President's words. We need a vast expansion of the debt. That's what he's calling for. Does that sound like a prosperous environment to you? If you were to hear these things, if you were beamed down off the Starship Enterprise and into an environment like this, and you heard that there's a world leader out here saying economy is booming, we're so strong, strongest we've ever been, but then at the other side of his mouth is saying we need negative rates, we need quantitative easing, we need to vastly pump the debt. What would be your takeaway beaming down from the Starship Enterprise? Would you ask Scotty to beam you immediately back up? I think that's what I would do. We are seriously and sincerely in an alternate reality. There's them and this is us. And let me talk one more thing before about them and us. So we understand, again, it's everywhere. Industry-wide bailouts, public bailouts, backdoor bailouts. In other words, they're going to be giving them tax breaks and stimulus. That's a backdoor bailout on your back. We have calls for quantitative easing, more stimulus. Okay, so let's say these industries get the bailouts, which they're going to, whether it's in our face, here's the capital, a recapitalization of the banks in our face, or it's some kind of a backdoor thing. Who benefits from that? Is it the regular guy or the regular girl? Of course not. All that cash does when they're bailing out these corporations is help the upper management, the CEOs, get richer. That's all it does. It does not help, and it's not designed to help the regular guy or the regular girl. This is a kleptocracy. Look up kleptocracy, okay? That's what we have here in America today. It is way, way worse than socialism, communism, fascism. This is a kleptocracy of the highest order. Please look that up. People, look, I love you all, and that is the truth. Please share this video. I think it's been very important. It's Friday, and I'm going to leave you off with what I always do. And I mean this with my entire heart and my entire soul and my entire being, okay? Let's do this together. If you've been with me for all these years, you know what I'm going to say. You ready? People, love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. And remember, regardless of what they are trying to do to us, we are not each other's enemies. We're not each other's enemies, okay? That's it. I'll see you more than likely Sunday when I do my markets a look ahead. Looking forward to next week. I'm gone.